Welcome back to 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Noon.
Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us for 17 News at Noon. I'm Nicole Gitske. We begin with the latest on the coronavirus in Kern County, and we have reached another grim milestone. Kern County has surpassed 800 deaths since the pandemic began last year. Public Health reported 25 deaths today. It's important to note those deaths did not happen today, but were just reported. All 25 deaths occurred in December. Now, December remains our deadliest month, with 208 people who lost their lives. Our death toll now stands at 811. And Kern Public Health also reported 295 new cases. More than 8,500 people are isolated at home with an active case of the virus. According to state health data, 168 people are in the hospital and 49 are in the ICU. Good news, though, our average daily case rate has continuing to drop. It's at 250. Now, comparison's sakes, last month it was more than 1,000 cases a day. And an NBC tally shows California has become the first state in the nation to top 50,000 coronavirus-related deaths. At least 50,992 people in the state have died from COVID-19 since tracking began. California also leads the country in infections, with over 3.3 million cases identified since the start of the pandemic. The news comes as LA County reports a backlog of 806 coronavirus-related deaths. Those deaths dated back from December 3rd to February 3rd, when cases were skyrocketing in the state. Well, 3 new vaccination clinics are now open in Arvin, Rosamond, and Wasco. The state launched a website to sign up for the shots, but there was a lot of confusion yesterday. The state health department told 17 News the site in Arvin was not on the list earlier, but it is now. So anyone wanting to make an appointment to get a COVID vaccine can go to myturn.ca.gov. All 3 locations will run Wednesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily, except the Rosamond location, which will offer vaccines on Tuesdays as well. And the Latino COVID-19 task force is helping to get the elderly, disabled, and non-English speaking residents vaccinated. Project Abuelita is a volunteer service that reaches out to the specific populations and helps them schedule an appointment for testing and vaccinations. Project Abuelita is offered in English and Spanish Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can leave a voicemail during weekends and someone will return your call. The program is completely free. Call 525-5900 with any questions. And all eligible groups in Kern County can sign up for a vaccine appointment using the state's website. That includes anyone 65 years or older. Healthcare workers and first responders also remain eligible for the vaccine. And teachers, childcare workers, those in emergency services, and people who work in the food industry can now get in line for the shot. You can sign up for an appointment at myturn.ca.gov to register for the vaccine. You can also call 833-422-4255. And Rite Aid says it is now offering COVID-19 vaccinations in Delano. The company says Kern residents can sign up to receive the shot starting right now. Customers who receive the initial dose will be automatically scheduled for the follow-up dose. To sign up, just head to riteaid.com/COVID-19. And the Tehachapi Union School District, along with Adventist Health, have teamed up to get teachers and staff vaccinated. It's happening tonight from 5:30 to 7:30 at the Tehachapi High School parking lot. The drive-through clinic is available for all staff and teachers at TUSD. TUSD says this is vaccinating teachers remains a top priority so they can get students back into the classroom. If you are interested in attending, you need to contact Superintendent Larson Everson for details. And a massive study suggests people with COVID-19 antibodies are not likely to be reinfected for at least a few months. Researchers from the National Cancer Institute looked at antibody testing results from more than 3 million people. They found between 3 and 4% of those who initially tested negative for antibodies tested positive for COVID over the next several months. But only 0.3% of those who initially tested positive for antibodies had a positive COVID test beyond 90 days. Experts say studies with longer follow-up time are needed to know if protection wanes over time. And in education news now, are you interested in a career field in the health field? If so, Bakersfield College is holding a virtual orientation tonight. BC says you will be able to hear from faculty, learn about application requirements, career opportunities, and more. And they're offering health science classes to high school students as well. If you would like to join the meeting, it's running from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. You can find the link on our website, kget.com. Now to Lady Gaga's dog walker, who was shot and her 2 French bulldogs were stolen Wednesday night in Hollywood. According to LA police, the dog walker was walking the dogs around 10 p.m. That's when they say a man with a semi-automatic handgun shot the dog walker and took the dogs, fleeing in a light colored sedan, possibly a Nissan. The dog walker is hospitalized in stable condition. Gaga is offering a $500,000 to anyone who returns her dogs named Koji and Gustav. An investigation is underway to find them. And Wasco Mayor Alex Garcia and other officials are hosting another neighborhood safety meeting this week. Now, due to a rise in crime, the meeting will focus on new safety programs. The city approved a new rebate program to help homes and businesses afford security cameras in their neighborhoods. The community meeting is tonight at 5:30 p.m. at the playground on the corner of 15th and D Streets. Dinner and face masks will be provided. And the Kern Coalition Against Human Trafficking is holding a virtual discussion tonight to help educate the public on the issue and prevent further exploitation. It's happening from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. The discussion will be hosted by Judge Robert Lung, who organizers say has more than 17 years of experience dealing with human trafficking cases. Judge Lung has also served on several committees at state and federal levels advising on human trafficking, including working as a consultant to the Justice Department. We've placed a link to sign up on our website. Just head to kget.com and click on the hot link icon. And a reminder, there are a few ways to call for help against human trafficking. Call the National Human Trafficking Hotline at 1-888-373-7888 or the Child Protective Services Hotline at 631-6011. You can also visit the Department of Human Services website, kcdhs.org, for a full list of resources and information. Local agencies went head-to-head competing in a friendly competition while saving lives. Yesterday morning, the Red Cross held its final Battle of the Badges blood drive, where firefighters, deputies, and police were encouraged people to donate blood in the name of their agency. The Red Cross has been urging more people to donate blood after winter storms across the country forced hundreds of blood drives to be canceled. The 2-day event collected 94 units of blood that can help as many as 282 patients. Bakersfield Fire took it all with a total of 38 donors. And the city of Tehachapi is doing its part to help restock the shelves at Houchin Community Blood Bank. The city and the blood bank are thanking everyone who came to last Thursday's blood drive. 54 people donated blood, more than the 2 Bakersfield blood banks combined that day. Last year, the city of Tehachapi and the Tehachapi Valley Recreation and Parks District partnered with Houchin on 17 blood drives. In all, 594 units of blood were donated. The need for blood, platelets, and plasma is ongoing, and Houchin encourages anyone who would like to donate to make an appointment at hcbb.com. And this weekend is your last chance to get some good food for a good cause at the Teen Challenge February Foodie Fair. Tomorrow, you can pull up to the Teen Challenge building on East Roberts Lane in Oildale and pick up food and snacks. Some of the fares that are being offered are burgers, sandwiches, corn dogs, kettle corn, and more. Proceeds go to Teen Challenge Recovery Program for those struggling with life-controlling addictions. It's open from noon to 8 p.m. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The faith-based recovery group has been serving Kern County for more than 50 years.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Noon.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.